muted.
Hello? Okay. The first time I saw that I was muted, I looked over at my mic and realized it wasn't on. Okay? The first time, that's what happened. The second time, I thought that you guys were lying to me because you lied to me very often about that. It's working now, right? Hello, Matt. Hello, Dot. Welcome in, everyone. Also, okay, what I was trying to say while I was muted, I am not late, okay? I was having technical issues. I could literally not start stream because my, OBS was saying I was not connected to the internet. I don't know why. I've been connected to the internet this entire time. I could see chat moving, which is also through OBS, but it wasn't happy. So sorry, I was a little late, and then I was 1 minute late to starting. Yep, okay, fine. I was late. Technically I was late because of technical issues, okay? Okay. Vicat, we're not talking about cookie game. I will go through, I will send your daily gift. Why would I lie? Okay. Matt, I don't think you would lie, but everyone else, I think everyone else would lie. Specifically Foggy. Foggy lies literally every single stream about that. Even if, like, I'm not muted, it's lying. Anyway. Would I lie? Probably not. Okay, but the problem is, it's happened a lot. Okay, you know the thing of like the boy who cried wolf? That's kind of what I get every single time you say I'm muted. I just think, it's a lie until it happens, and then I'm actually muted, and then I can't do anything because I don't realize. You guys see the problem that you created here? Do you see the problem that you created? I also just realized I forgot to fill up my water bottle before stream. Oh well, we have yesterday's water. I think it's still like half full, so I think it's fine. I don't like VCat. You know what? We're not here to see. Wait, I cut out. Did I cut out? Did I? Am I still audible? Is everything okay? Hopefully everything's working. Hopefully everything's fine. I have quite a few things to talk about to this stream. I think I want to start first by saying again, next week we'll have some different stream times than normal. Wednesday we're going to be having streams. This entire summer I would like to have streams on Wednesday unless other things come up and I actually can't. So starting next week we will have 3 streams a week. Wednesday will probably be at the normal, I don't know why I said probably, it will be at the same time as this stream, so 2 p.m. Pacific time. I'll have a stream schedule in my announcements channel so that we can figure out what time zone that is, or what time it is in your time zone. Yeah, I was about to say what time zone it is for you. That's not how it works. Let me take the drink really quick. Thank you. Thank you, Cat. Okay. So Wednesday, we will figure out what we're gonna do on Wednesday a little later. I'll let you guys decide what we're doing on Wednesday. And then we have, Saturday, we'll have a stream. However, that one will have to be earlier, probably about 10 a.m. Pacific time, aka 4 hours earlier than it is right now, just because I'm going to Disney. Why did you change the sound effect back, Foggy? Thank you for the sub, but why'd you change it back? Thank you for the sub, Foggy. I hit save. It said it was normal. Okay. Alright. I didn't change that sound effect. I didn't change it to whatever, unimportant. So Wednesday we have a 2 p.m. stream, aka right now on Wednesday. Saturday we will have a stream that's 4 hours earlier than it is right now. So early day stream, that one will be capped 100% at 2 hours. I know my streams are normally about 2 hours. That one cannot go further because then I'm going to Disneyland. And Sunday, and assuming that weather permits, if it is raining, I will not be able to do it. However, any other time, I will be streaming on Sunday. I will be streaming my trip at Disneyland on Sunday. That will start 2 hours later than it is right now, at probably 4 p.m. Pacific time. I could push it back to 5 p.m. I'll have to figure it out. So we will have 3 streams next week. One of them, however, no, the Disneyland one, that is real life. I will not show any part of myself apart from possibly a finger that may go in front of the camera lens. No part of me will be shown. However, I will be taking you guys around Disneyland because I love Disneyland and I want to share it, especially the Paint the Night Parade. I love that parade, and I don't think like any video I find can do it justice. We're going to Disneyland. So yeah, I kind of accidentally did last Disneyland stream too. We were at Small World, and I was trying to keep the glare of the sun out of the camera, and my whole hand my finger just like crossed right in front of the camera. Anyway, yeah, where's finger redeem? I'm not giving you finger redeem, Foggy. I'm not. But yeah, so that's what's gonna happen next week. Again, Wednesday stream, same time as today. Saturday stream will be earlier, and Sunday stream at Disneyland IRL will be, later. Like 2 to 3 hours later than this one normally starts. So yeah. There we go. That's what we have. That's what we have. You know, change sound. I could just take away your perms for that, Foggy. I still could. I keep threatening it, but I really could. Anyway, I think that's it. I'll probably recap that at the end of the stream, but I just wanted to get that out there so everyone was in some kind of idea of what we're doing for stream. Don't know how to fix what? I do know how to fix. I actually don't know what you did, but I thought I knew how to fix it. Apparently I don't. Having to watch in 360p. Is anyone else having buffering issues or just Daya? I genuinely hope that that's not my internet causing the problems. I hope that the stream is decent quality for most people. Cause I do know I was having issues before. You were having buffering issues? Dot's not. Okay. Show the plushies? Oh, that's fine. Okay, we can start with that. I wanted it to be finals. I wanted to rant about finals in school, but we can push that off. VCat wants me to talk about my little passion project that I've been doing recently. So everyone here basically knows I'm obsessed with Cookie Run Kingdom. And in my obsession, I wanted to make physical cookies. I wanted to. I really want to. You got an ad? I promise I didn't hit the ad button. I promise I did not hit the ad button. I physically cannot turn off the ads. I've tried. Anyway, I want to walk you guys through this. I want to walk you through. So I have one completed plushie. Now the first plushie I made because there was a template for it. And then the second one is one that had a, I had to modify the template is what's going on. So let me get these. Oh, I just realized I didn't screenshot the picture. 1 second. Open up Discord. I'm glad I remembered to text these to myself. And yep, there we go. There we go. So this, do I need a reference picture? I feel like I need a reference picture. I don't feel like everyone, can I speak? I don't think everyone's going to know what I was making, so may as well find this picture. So this is the cookie that I originally made. This is Shadow Milk Cookie. This is the one that I was trying to make into real life. You do, okay? There's a reference image, right? Shadow Milk Cookie. This is the reference, okay? Reference picture. Reference picture. It is very important that you see the reference picture, or else this is gonna look way worse than it was already. So I'm gonna go through all of the steps that it took to make Shadow Milk Cookie that I documented anyway. I kept sending a lot of progress pictures, so thankfully I have a lot of pictures. So day one, the first thing I was told to make for this was, where, can I scroll down in screenshots, please, computer? There we go. The first thing I had to, damn it, Foggy. God damn it, Foggy. Anyway, the first thing I had to make was the face, right? So I had to make the face, and then like you look, I don't want to look at it. I don't like this right here. So yeah, there's a face, and I had to make the face. And as you can see, he had no eyelashes. He didn't have eyelashes for a really long time. But this part was fun because I had to hand sew all of the stuff. So I had to embroider his face, and I had to paint like the little, like, I don't know what that symbol is behind his eye, but I had to paint it and I had to embroider. And I feel like I did a decent job for having not embroidered in like, I don't even know, 4 or 5 years. I feel like it was, I feel like I did okay in that regard. Let me get rid of that one. So then we take the face, right? And then after you take the face, I was told, hey, go through and make the body. So then I made the body, and it looks so janky in the picture. It looks so much better in person because you can't see all of the threads. But yeah, there was the body. Can I pull up my little cursor? I feel like this part is important. So there's, right, I had to paint this part. This was something that I had to paint. You can see I went through and touched it up. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. So I had to go and paint this. How long is this redeem? Has it not been 2 minutes yet? Okay, Cat, did you really just... Not fair enough. It's not a voodoo baby, it's... You know, I can make it look more like a voodoo doll. Wait, let's skip to the next thing. I don't think anyone needs to know about all of the random stitching that I did for this. Let me... Here, wait, let me find it, it looks so much... It basically is a voodoo doll. It's basically a felt voodoo doll at this stage in its life, but you know, isn't it great? Isn't it so great? Isn't Bald Shadow Milk so great? I approve of it. I'm glad I have your approval. So yeah, the next thing is I had to sew the head onto the body. So this is Bald Shadow Milk. He also has no like neck fluff. Like you can see the reference picture over here. He's missing a lot of what makes him him. And I'm gonna promise you that he evolves very quickly from here because I forgot to take all the progress pictures. So yeah, then you have Bald Shadow Milk, and then if I go over here, he gains 2 things in the next step. Let me get rid of this one and let me screenshot this picture. Sorry, I texted these to myself and I wasn't prepared to show it first thing into the stream. But then he has a cape, right? Then he has a pretty little cape. He also has eyelashes now. Notice he has eyelashes. I gave him his eyelashes. They're really thick. I purposely made them thick because whenever I was sending these progress pictures to Discord, everyone was like, where are his eyelashes? What happened to his eyelashes? And I'm like, I have eyelashes. Show the horse. What horse did you send, VCat? I have a puppet of cardboard of Shadow Milk and one of Sage of Truth. I'm honestly, I don't know if I'd make a cardboard one, but I'm collecting Shadow Milk stuff and I feel like that's a problem. Anyway, yeah, so this, he got more stuff. And the cool thing about him now, at this stage in his life, is that he can stand up on his own. Please forgive the fact that my background changes and this makes his forehead look huge, but he can stand up on his own. He can move. It makes his head look so large at this angle. This is a Shadow Milk Cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom, just so you know. Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. It's just a little jester cookie thing. He's not my favorite Megamind cookie. I knew that comment was coming. I knew it was coming. But he can stand up on himself, and he's great. All right, let me. It just goes to the final one after this. It's not as fun. I mean, it's decent, I think, looking. I'm proud of myself for being able to sew and paint, but. Let me just take the last screenshot. And then this was him finished.
Are you looking at Cookie Run Kingdom? Witness the might of the seas.
We're not talking about Sea Fairy Cookie! No! This, wrong cookie. Wrong cookie. Wrong cookie. Creepo, wrong cookies! Wrong cookies, okay? Okay, we have Shadow Milk Cookie, and this is what he looks like now. I made his little staff out of like a it's not a toothpick. I don't actually know what it is, but it's there. I'm not looking at Sea Fairy Cookie. Wait.
My favorite squid ink cookie.
I mean, squid ink isn't bad. I don't mind squid ink. I don't think squid ink's probably like top 20 for me. I don't know. I like Black Sapphire Cookie. This isn't Black Sapphire Cookie, but I like Black Sapphire Cookie. Run Cookie in this account. Exactly. I mean, I don't know if I should be promoting a game that's glorified gambling, but you know, this economy's allowing it, so.
She released the Kraken.
What? Isn't she just
the finished plushie reminds me of my Will Steaton plushie I brought.
Will Steaton? Did you send a picture of it? I can't remember. Shadow, I can't remember if you sent a picture of that plushie or not. Gambling? Let's go. Oh, god damn it. Okay, maybe that was the mistake bringing up gambling. Anyway, yeah, I spent a lot of time on this. Minimum, I spent 12 hours on this. Maximum, I think I spent 20. I think I probably spent around 20 hours on this. Probably close, like somewhere between 12 and 20 is how many hours I spent on this plushie. Because I didn't really remember how to sew. Like, I knew the basics, but I had to relearn everything. Looking at Black Pearl Cookie, that looks...
You looking at Black Pearl Cookie that looks cute.
I didn't look at Black Pearl Cookie. I'm kind of scared to look at Black Pearl Cookie because Foggy over here really likes Black Pearl Cookie. And I just know my friend spent all the money on the game. I am both proud and scared for your friend all at once, as someone who has also spent a lot of money on Cookie Run Kingdom, aka like the last update I spent $60 on it, which isn't actually a lot. Like, I'm not a whale in the game. However, I do spend money. And it's probably not for the best, but hey, it's working. So if I can not spend money in the game and make plushies instead, which are arguably cheaper, I think it's better. Anyway, let me take off these, and then Foggy's gonna yell at me for this. Foggy's really gonna yell at me when I show this, but that's
Squid Ink
okay.
Cookie reminds me of Splatoon.
Squid Ink? I don't know. I mean, the squid part obviously reminds me of Splatoon. I'm trying to like picture Squid Ink as an inkling, and that just gave me an idea for something I want to draw. But yeah, I don't know. I can see it. I can see how you can get Splatoon from Squid Ink, even apart from just the squid part of things. 20.
I sent a picture of my plushie to you.
Let me see that really quick. You're one of I think there's a lot more than 20 Milky Way fans, Dot. I didn't mind Milky Way before. However, I bought one mystery like gacha keychain from the Shadow Milk merchandise drop, hoping to get Black Sapphire, Shadow Milk, or Candy Apple, or even Pure Vanilla, like really anyone. And I got Milky Way, and I still have it, and it's really, really tiny. But I'm glad it wasn't like Ginger Brave, but it made me dislike Milky Way a little bit. It's cute. It is very cute. However, I was hoping for Black Sapphire, and I didn't get Black Sapphire. Let me see what Shadow said. You know, I can see it, Shadow. What?
I'm going to yell at you now.
Why would you yell at me, Matt? Matt, why yell at me? Why?
Witness the might of the seas.
We're not talking about Sea Fairy Cookie. No, we're not witnessing. I'm not saying it like her either. Because you don't like. Okay, I don't mind Milky Way. However,
We are now.
We are not. We are not. No, guys, we don't need to quote Cookie Run characters now. You know what? Let's change perspectives for cookies, right? I still have. This is why Foggy's gonna yell at me. I have a few more cookies, right? I have more cookie pictures because guess who started working on the other one before anyone told me not to work on the other one? Guess who's almost done with it now? It just has some painting left and some wings to add. But this one's also really really something. Let me see if I can well, Foggy, the thing is, I started while I was in that call before you texted me not to start. Before I started on this cookie. And once I'm done with the cookie, then I'm done with making these plushies. But see, there's a Black Sapphire. I just realized I didn't pull up the reference. I have an excuse to pull up a Black Sapphire cookie picture. Wait. Yeah, we can get the animated one. Give me the animated one. Where's the walking gift? There it is. So, we have his, I just realized the animated one is gonna look backwards because, give me a second, wait. The eye, for some reason, changes sides. Let me fix this really quick. I want no. Blending, scale filter, no. Transform. Rotate, or flip horizontal. There we go.
Let's change the subject to Sea Fairy Cookie.
Let's not change. No, weird. Okay, changing it from Black Sapphire is one thing. Changing it from Shadow Milk is one thing. Changing it from Black Sapphire is something completely different. Okay, I was really proud because, okay, so the thing is with this one, I did not have a template. So with Shadow Milk Cookie, I had a base to follow. The only things I was able to rip from Shadow Milk Cookie's like templates that I got as a free thing online was the body, because they basically have the exact same body type, except obviously Black Sapphire has 2 black sleeves, while Shadow Milk only has 1. And the head is exactly the same, like, circle cut out. That's it. That's all I could do. So I had to make the hand template, or the eye template by myself. And I was kind of proud at how close it, like, I just realized I tried to, like, overlay it. I'm like, oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Nope, that's not working. Okay, but yeah, so there we go. Yeah. So we have little eyelashes, we have the embroidery. I'm very proud of it. Anyway, you can see his head's a little deflated here. So if I go up, I delete this, and then I can go and screenshot the secondary one, where he looks a little better. He's still bald. He is very much still bald. However, he's a little less bald, because okay, he's more bald, but his head's inflated now. It's not like overly inflated, but you know, I got to stuff his head, and he looks better. I personally think he looks better with his head being inflated. But yeah, that's what it is. I don't know what you just said. What did you just say? Black Sapphire to Black Pearl to water to fish to overthrow the government to money. Money plus water equal back. We're not. Was that an equation to change the topic over to Sea Fairy Cookie? And I felt no. The fact that I fell for it. Okay, we have a little more. We have one more picture. And this is the current. This is not the current state of Black Sapphire. It's close to the current state of Black Sapphire, but not quite. I added detail to his hair, but he has hair now. It looks better now that it's attached. In this picture, the top hair and the back hair were not sewn together. So he's a little different. His hair is a lot more purple now because he has like those purple accents. I drew in the purple accents. I need to go through and finish it, but he has the purple accents. The back has a like purple gradient to it. I added the paint to it. The paint took a while. He also has his earrings now. I made the earrings and I added those, even though they're kind of hard to see because his sleeves are so poofy. He gave me that angle. Okay, I feel like let me go and steal this from. Let me get this really quick. 1 second. Yeah, this is an angle I think everyone needs to see. Let's just screenshot that. Yep, there we go. This is what his head looked like from the side at the time of taking this screenshot. It has since been sewn together. But yeah, it's there's a slight like night and day sort of situation depending on the angle that you looked at it at the time. Yeah, so his hair is all sewn together now. It's actually very neat looking. Like, I know I'm like complimenting on work. I'll send pictures of it once he's done to the Discord server, but he makes me happy. He makes me really happy. I like how he's coming out. His clothing still has no color. Like, I didn't add any of the details or anything yet, but I think he's gonna look pretty good. I don't know if he's gonna look as good as Shadow Milk did, but hopefully. Mystic Flower next. I'm not making Mystic Flower. I don't want to make another cookie plush. These cookie plushies take so long. Granted, this one's going way faster than the first one did, but still, it's taken long time. Long time. Let me get rid of the cookie picture before someone yells at me, and then... Alright. We're good. But Mystic Flower, well, based on what I've been seeing, people want me to make Sea Fairy too. What, VCat? Charlotte, what do you want me to... I'm not sending that, VCat. No one needs to see Shadow Milk Cookie as a My Little... No. Anyway, yeah, we're good. Milky Way, we're You know, the funny thing is, the same person who had the Shadow Milk template also had free templates for Milky Way cookie, for Sea Fairy cookie, and also for Black Pearl. There was a lot of others too. So if anyone wants to make their cookie in a felt plushy form, if you're interested, I can send you the links. I can send you the links to those videos if you DM me in Discord. Just let me know and I can send it over. Show it? No, I'm not showing the pony. No, this is not how that works. If anything, you think that'd be backwards. But yeah, Dot, if you want to see it, just DM me and I can send you the link after stream. If you want the Milky Way one, I can send it over. I didn't watch the video, but I'm sure. Haven't I DM'd? Did you? Oh, you were hidden in the message requests. Oops. Okay, yeah, I'll send that over after stream. Anyway, let's move on from Cookie Run. I think we've been talking about Cookie Run for long enough. I shared my little passion project. It only took 20 minutes. It took me way longer to make these plushies than it did to talk about it. But yeah. Yeah, what the stream is supposed to be about. Me ranting about finals. So yeah, finals. Finals are fun. Just really quick, I'm curious. How many of you guys actually have are done with your semesters or years of school, depending on like what you're in? I'm just curious. I want to know if anyone's still unfortunately stuck in school. Like, I think most of you are done. I'm done with my semester. Okay. Finished 2 weeks ago, got 4 more days. Okay, so everyone's near the end. No one's like weirdly at the start of the semester. Almost on my last year of high school. Hit every single. I'm sorry to hear that, Matt. Hopefully the next year goes better. Imagine still being in school. Okay. Fair. But still, college finals. Never before this semester, I have not had nearly as much pain as I had this semester. I think my 4th semester? 3rd semester? One of my semesters, I had one class that I was having an issue in because it was a giant lecture hall class. Like had 150 people-ish, like huge class. Normally I'm not in those large of classes. Had issues in that class. That was the only one before this. Now this semester, I had I had 2 classes that I really struggled in. I do not, no. I do not think that Cookie Run Kingdom was the cause of this, okay? I did not normally play Cookie Run in class. And when I did, it was in marketing, which is the class and the only class I got an A in, because I was listening to presentations and they were boring and I didn't need to know anything that they were presenting. So that is the only time that I played it during class. And yeah, that's it. One's got Wind Archer cookie skin. The cool one with the wings, because I like that skin. Anyway, yeah. What was I trying to say? There was something. Oh yeah, struggling. Technically, this semester, I was worried about 3 classes. 2 mainly, those 2 being business law and operations management. Now, if you cannot tell, they are both painful. They are both very painful. Because operations management has to do with like doing like, you know, scheduling for things. That was the easiest part of the class. And then also like managing inventory. But the way they wanted you to manage the inventory was painful. And it doesn't help that this was in the exact same lecture hall classroom that the other class I struggled in many semesters ago was in. Maybe it's just the classroom's fault. I'm not sure. But that class, you know, is going to be fun when the very first thing your teacher tells you as you sit down in your chair and tells this to 150 kids all listening to him, wide-eyed and eager, is 55% of you are going to fail. Every semester, 55% of my students fail. You know, that's not really a thing you want to hear in a class you're paying a lot of money to take, that you're required to take, that you need to get at least a C in to pass so that you get some credit for your class so you can actually graduate. That's not something you want to hear. It is. Weed out the class? I don't think it was weeding out the class. Because this teacher sounded very sure of himself. And I don't think anyone left because you couldn't leave. You had to take this class, and he was the only teacher teaching this class. Like, it was I was supposed to recommend it was mandatory to get everything done. So that sucked. That really sucked. And going through, I'm like, okay, this shouldn't be too hard. There's no homework. Should have been red flag number 1. There's no extra assignments. The problem was there was literally 4 grades that determined your grade for this entire class. There was 3 tests and 1 group project. And I've already explained this group project that I had in operations management, right? So basically all it was is you had to look at charts and then make a 3-page paper based off of those charts that like talked about, I think it was either the service industry or the production or service. It was either service or why can't I think of the other word? Whatever. Manufacturing. There it was. Service or manufacturing. Those were the 2 words. You chose one of those firms, wrote a 3-page paper, and then you were done. And that was 1 grade. I got 110% on that because I knew I needed this extra credit, and my teammates did nothing. Already talked about that. Not important. Moving on, there was 3 tests. Very first test, oh god! Welcome in!
Finals done. Woo woo.
Thank you for the bits and welcome in! Anyway. Thank you. Wait, let me take a drink really quick. Welcome in, by the way. So finals. This class sucked because there was 3 tests. I got a D on the first test. I got a C on the second test. And I only needed 25 out of 45 questions correct on this other test to, you know, surefire get a 70% in the class. Now, the fun part was there was an assignment somewhere in the middle that was basically show up to class, see a guest presentation, get 3% extra credit added to your overall grade. So technically, I could have missed a few more than 25 points and still been fine. Long story short, this test came back. I got 23 out of 25 or 45 points on the test. And technically, I had a 67 in the class. Thankfully, I had that 3% extra credit. And double thankfully, the teacher knew his class was so bad that he decided to push the requirement for a C flat to be a 68%. Now, normally a C flat's a 74%. So somehow I got, my 70% was a C plus in this class, and I'm over the moon. I have never been so happy to have a C plus before. I am very happy to have a C plus in that class because that class sucked. That class really sucked. Yeah, operations management. I didn't like it. Not fun. Not at least with that teacher. Not great. Wait, is that a great, what's a great idea? I don't think that I should, no, I don't think that I should play the Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? I think we all know the answer, and I think the answer to that is no. I do not think I'm smarter than a 5th grader, in all regards at least. If it has anything to do with anything that's important, no. I definitely know more about Disneyland than a 5th grader knows. I definitely know more about a cookie game than people, like anyone probably wants to know. But I wouldn't say I'm not smart. I just, no. Am I smarter? I don't think so, VCat. I don't think you know, I don't want to judge anyone's, you know, smartness. Oh god! Thank you for the bit, Shadow!
SYVU should play it.
You know what? Fine. Wednesday stream. We need something for Wednesday stream, right? Wednesday stream, I'll figure out a way. If someone can figure a way for me to do that on stream, we'll make that Wednesday stream. If someone can figure it out, we'll do Wednesday stream. What do we do around here? Yeah. Sorry, I just saw your thing. Yeah, we play a variety of games. I'm a variety streamer. Although a lot of the time I was going through Skylanders. Skylanders is a game from the early 2010s that basically it was like Toys to Life. If you know like Nintendo Amiibos, if you know Disney Infinity, or what was it, Lego Dimensions, I think, all of them are in the same vein. Skylanders was just the one that I was most into. So basically you collect little toy figures. Do I have a picture? Wait. I might have pictures. Please. I know I have a picture of Spyro somewhere. Please. Where is it? I have it somewhere. basically you go through, I think you know, yeah. They were huge, like, and I mean huge way back in the early 2010s, and then they died. They died a brutal death. Why do I not have a picture of Spyro? There it is. So they're like little toys, and you put them on I made that really big. Oops. They're little toys, and you put them on a portal. And then you play through the game. So basically, it's children's adventure games. But they were my childhood. I've been playing through the series of 6 games for like a couple months now, because I wanted to relive them. We're currently on what I consider to be the worst of the 6 games, Superchargers. But yeah, that's one thing we've been doing for a long time. Other than that, it's really just all sorts of things. That made a Smurfs one way back. Wait, what? Did they make a Smurfs Toys to Life? Or did they? Wait. My brain's trying to like compute. Am I smarter than a 5th grader? No, I am not. But yeah, there's a lot of
It literally is my favorite game franchise right next to Angry Birds, and actually Angry Birds Epic is my favorite game of all time.
I haven't played Angry Birds since like the first one when it first came out. I don't know much about Angry Birds. I do know a lot about Skylanders though, and I do know that I spent way too much money on them. But yeah, Calico, to answer your question, yeah, basically variety of things. It depends. Every week's different. I think next week is apparently I'm playing Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? And I will figure that out. And then like Sunday, not normal, but like I'm gonna be streaming my trip to Disneyland at least one of the days. So like just variety of things. Whole bunch of random things. Obviously, earlier I was just talking about my really bad obsession with making Cookie Run Kingdom plushies, but you know, it just depends. It changes a lot. I've never felt so happy when I played it. Wait, now it's gone? Wait, what's gone? What? What's gone? Okay, we're not going back to Cookie Game. We were talking about finals. We got off topic. Okay. You know what? We got off topic. Let's change this back. Let's go back to talking about class. So we've already said I passed one of the classes that I was really worried about. Okay, sorry. I had a sentence and then my sentence just went, oh, it's gone. It's gone. But Calico, if you do decide to stop by English, hello? I hope to see you in the future, Calico. I was gonna say something a lot more fancy, and then my brain just absolutely refused to do anything good. All right. Back on track, brain. Come on. Come back on track. Okay, I think we're good. So the second class that I had the most issues with was business law. Thank you for the follow, Calico. Business law was painful to me. I found my teacher very, very entertaining. I really loved hearing about his things because he was an actual lawyer before this, and he gave like examples, and he was very animated, and he drew the class in. I sucked at his tests. I got 100% on all of the homework projects and all the group projects, and like all the stuff I got 100% on. And that's the only reason I passed this class, because all of the tests I sucked on. I don't know, the very first test I got like a 75, which is not good. I normally aim to get B's, A's, like, you know, A, B stuffs. That's what I normally aim for. It didn't work. And the second test, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna actually pay attention to a study guide this time, because that's what responsible students do, right? Yeah, I only studied the study guide, and 4 out of 50 questions were on that study guide. I didn't do right on that test. So finals came around. I was worried about this class. It ended up being fine. I got a C+. 2 C+s, not great for my GPA, but hey, they're both passing the class. Study guides are jokes. They kind of are. I don't know. Some of my classes have good working study guides. Like operations management, although I did not understand the material very well, his study guide did a very good job of going over what was on his thing. I don't ignore your chats, Foggy. I don't purposely ignore your chats. I'm sorry. I'm glad me reading your message made you so happy, Fog. Anyway. Yeah, so that class went C+, C+, those two, fine. Marketing, like I said earlier, was the only class I got an A on, and that's probably because I didn't have to take a final. He decided that, he being my teacher, decided that we did not need to take the final if we just showed up every single day to class. And also wrote, like, a 3,000-page paper on some documentary that we watched, which was actually very interesting, and it was about the founding of McDonald's. I appreciated that class. That class was great. We also did a group project in that class. Did I ever... Wait, okay. Side tangent about school still. Did I ever talk about the group project that I did in marketing? I don't think I did, but that is a story, and I want to share this story if I have not already. If I've already talked about it, then I don't know if I don't know if we need to go through it again for those who have heard it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna tell this story because I liked it. So this group project is one. I talked about the first half. I know I talked about the first half. And told us anything. You only talked about cookie? Okay. I know I talked about the front half. This is gonna sound very familiar to you, Foggy. Because how this project for the class was that we had to go to a retail store. Actually, first, get put into a group of 5 people. So we had a group of 5 people. And then once we were in our group, we got assigned a store. Like a supermarket type store-ish thing. Some people didn't get supermarkets. Most of us got supermarkets. And we had to go into the store, and then we had to document everything we saw. Everything from the way the aisles were laid out, how many entrances there were, how many people came into the store, what age those people who came into the store were. Were those people together? Did they have kids? Were they a couple? Were they anything? What were they purchasing? What did they use to purchase their stuff with? Like, literally, we had to figure out, document, and do everything for this group project. We had to stalk people. We were told, as a group project for college, go out and stalk some people without saying that you're stalking people. That is what we were told. And yeah, so that was the first thing. And I never talked about the second half of this, I don't think. If I did, I apologize, but I'm saying it again. So that was the first half. We had to write a 30-page paper based on all the information we saw. You'd think that'd be an issue, but it was not a problem, as we actually had to get rid of most of our information, because somehow we ended up at 70 pages overall with all of our information. So yeah, no more. Yeah, no. We didn't do that. Thanks for the clip. What did I say? What did I say that was clip worthy, Foggy? Now I'm scared. No, I'm not a creep. I'm not a creep. Dark, I'm not a creep.
Creep.
No, why was it so like drawn out? No, not a creep. Okay. School project. School project. Understand? School project. Although it was a very fun school project, apart from the fact that I tried to buy a box of donut holes, and I had been standing in the store so long, I think the self-checkout or whatever, someone flagged security, and I had to wait 7 minutes. No creep. I had to wait 7 minutes at self-checkout for someone to come and clear my register so I could purchase a box of donut holes. All I wanted was my box of donut holes, and it sucked. Anyway, yeah, show horse. I'm not showing the Shadow Milk horse. No. Talk about school. We're talking about school. Dark, no.
You know it's true.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Anyway, that was the first part of the project, was do all the information, write a report. Fine, that was easy enough. Second part was we had to go in front of the class. All of our groups had to do it. We had to spend like 3 weeks going through these group presentations. And everyone going up to the front of the class, explaining what they saw. Some of them were fine, some of them whatever. Some of them really sucked. Ours came up, we were the absolute last group to go. And so we had a slideshow, and we had this slideshow like 2 weeks before we actually had to present. And we just hadn't touched it, but I went through the night before, practiced my lines and my slides, and then went the next day, was gonna practice some more, and I look at it, and I'm like, there's an extra slide here. What, we're doing Foggy has power over the Battle Royale? Anyway, while you guys all murder each other, yeah, so we had this, and I don't know, the presentation, it was fine, apart from this one extra slide, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, I know exactly who wrote this, because we had one teammate that was really good at public speaking, and really liked to talk, and I mean, like, really liked to talk. Like, we purposely gave this person 5 extra slides, because they would keep talking, and they would make sure that we hit that time limit, or that time requirement. And we did. We hit the time requirement. And it was fun. But this person added a slide to the beginning of it, because every single team, apart from ours, looked at it and was like, okay, this is our store, we're group number 8, this is what we're doing, and blah blah blah, I'm so-and-so, here we go, this is our demographic section, and like, it was very cut and dry to the point. This teammate decided to, in the spirit of May the 4th, even though it was May the 8th by the time we presented, made this whole Star Wars segment, made fun of the teacher, calling him a dark overlord, and we got extra credit for it. The presentation was whatever. I found out that I'm really terrible at public speaking in terms of like actually standing in front of a classroom in formal clothing and giving a presentation, because I'm pretty sure my voice stuttered the entire way through, which you'd think with me doing this would not be a thing that I would do, but hey, whatever, it was a thing, and it was something. And yeah, you need to be a mod? Wait, what? Oh. Dark's trying to set off the battle royale. No. Dark, you don't need to be a mod. If we ever open up if we open up the mod applications again, Dark, I can promise you're at the top of the list. You were only one person away from being asked last time. But it just, yeah, just so you know, currently that's how that's running. Anyway, that was technically final number 3. I have an A in that class. Final number 2 was management. Normal management, like, hey, you're a good business leader management, not operations management. 2 completely different classes. This one I was already at a B in. I had gotten a B on all of my other tests. I didn't really care about this test too much because the teacher said that he'd average all of our exam grades, and either if your final was higher or the average of the other 3 exams was higher, whichever was higher was the one you went with. So I'm like, okay, I already have a guaranteed B+ in this class. I'm not really gonna study for it. Which is fine, because I got a test that was fine on there anyway. And like half the test was like common sense, like if you're at a business meeting, what do you do? Or what do you not do? And it's like, shake their hand firmly, make mental notes of what they're saying, or, you know, get on your phone and start texting. Like, they were very obvious answers. Very, very obvious, at least for the second half. First half I sucked at, but second half was obvious, and that one went fine. Hey, B+ in that class, I think. I'm not really sure, that final grade hasn't come in yet, but it should be fine. How far top were I in the mod list? I believe, I don't remember. I know you were definitely up there, Shadow. I know you were definitely up pretty high on the mod list. I just remember Dark was, next in line because I had the message ready and sent, if Nitro didn't accept. So yeah, we're good. We're yeah. I know you were up there. You were definitely on the list. A lot of people weren't on the list. Like VCat, sorry, you weren't on the list. But no, you were definitely on the list, Shadow. I know you were towards the top. I know you were towards the top. I had a list of like 6 or 7 people. It just happened to be that the first 2 I asked said yes. So that's that. Eventually, if we ever need it, I'll open up and ask for more. But we have plenty of mods right now. Plenty of mods. Yeah. Wait, who? Oh, poor VCat. Poor VCat. It's all because VCat was talking about Cookie. Ooh, crap. Did I just break that? Wait, please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. Okay. Okay, you're not broken. Okay, good. Sorry, I took a drink and I put my bottle down, and I have a resin printed figure of Beelzebub from Hell of a Boss on my desk, and I just hit it the side of her face, and I thought I broke off something that wasn't already broken. That was a lot of Pokeballs. And no, we're fine. We're fine. We're good. Okay. Everything's good. Everything's good. But yeah. So yeah, that was finals number... Wait. Yeah, management was done. That was finals number 3? 4? 3, 4, 4, 5, 3? I think I only have one class left, so that was finals number 4. And then there was...
I come to make an announcement.
Welcome in, Scales! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in, welcome in! Don't... Hopefully your stream was fine. Don't mind me. I was ranting about my finals and all of the tests that have gone in. Oh, I just inhaled a piece of my hair. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Welcome in. Hopefully your stream went well. Hopefully it was fun. What were you guys doing? What am I doing? I am starting. I looked down at my desk and okay. What did you do, Foggy? Wait, what command did you plug in, Foggy? What do you mean you did the wrong thing? But welcome in. Hopefully your stream went well. If you need to dash skills, please take care of yourself too. But yeah, so I think we were just getting to the last class for finals. We'd already talked about all of the other really poor things that went on. And then the really weird marketing project that I have. The last one that I had was finance, which sounds really boring. And trust me when I say, it was not as bad as you think. This finance class is like the easiest math class that you could ever have, because all it was is they taught you how to use a calculator and you just plug things into the calculator. The very first test I took in that class, I got a very good 94%. I only missed one question because I inputted the numbers wrong on my calculator. It was a good stream. Had a ball toggle on all stream. So wait, did they just keep toggling it? Like, did they toggle it originally, or did you just keep it on? Like, did they redeem it, or... It sounds fun. It sounds fun either way. Hey, Scales had enough of being called bald. Unless Scales likes being called bald. That's a good question. Wait. Do you? Anyway. Can you tell that I have no sleep last night either? My brain is like, ooh, it's gone. My brain's gone. My brain is... Ooh. Okay. Anyway, it sounds like a fun time, Scales. What was I saying about... What was I... Finance. Calculator. I remember. It was Bald stream, and the stream was me saying Bald was just you saying... Wait, was it like a count? Wait, okay, wait, this makes me curious. Was it like a counting stream? Were you... Was the whole stream actually just, wait, you counting to 15,000?
Sleep is a foreign concept for me.
I think sleep is a foreign concept for many of us at this point. Personally, Shadow. But wait, was it a counting stream, or was it just unironically you said it that many times? I'm curious. If you have that VOD up, I might need to go back and watch that VOD. It's considering you and Milk stayed up rather late. It was you counting? I definitely need to go see that VOD. I need to go see it. It sounds like a fun time. You know, if I ever run out of ideas, it may not be Bald. I might steal the counting stream idea. I'm sure everyone, like Foggy, I'm sure you'd love to hear me count. We can't know. I'm sure. Your screen cropped weird? Is my screen cropped weird? Is something awkward with my stream? Wait. Oh, wait. No, this should be... Is the resolution weird for anyone else? Is the resolution dark? Is the resolution... I guess everyone, is the resolution weird? Is it... It's you? Okay. It's fine for everyone else, normal? Okay. Subtitles for that stream. Hey, at least they're easy subtitles. At least it's easy subtitles. I think that's a good thing. I honestly, that's a fun stream idea. I need to figure out a way to do that. I just see black borders on the left and right. Okay, everyone else is... Because I'm kind of worried that I hit the wrong profile in OBS. I could possibly not be on the streaming profile. I could be on a different profile. But it was inspired by early Mr. Beast. I do remember, I was gonna say, I do remember that video. Was it him counting to 1 million? I can't remember, but I remember it because it was just him sitting in his room. I do remember that video. But I What am I trying to say? I don't even know at this point. I'm curious. I'm like tempted. I'm tempted. That's the word I'm trying to use. I'm tempted to try that one. It's fine for me. Okay. Okay. Glad to know. Thank you guys. Thank you. A translator for a hand language might tune in. Wait. What? VCat, what is that sentence? Counted to 10,000 then to 100,000. Okay. I knew it was increments of 1 and a lot of zeros. Thank you for the pitch, Shadow. Take a drink really quick.
Civvy, all you can do the counting stream but teeth the word pit, cookie or scratch.
I mean, I could. I feel like if I said any of those words long enough, I would think that it's bad. No. Matt, no you cannot. No you cannot.
Can I eat your wings PLS? I'm hungry.
No you
Aerial
cannot.
tramway emoji. Aerial tramway
oh God,
emoji.
No.
Aerial
oh
tramway
God,
emoji.
No.
Aerial tramway emoji. 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 Aerial tramway emoji.
If I had a way to add it, I definitely would. At this point, I definitely would. Where is the? Why can I not find? Oh, thank God. Did you save us, Foggy? Foggy, did you save us? Please say you saved us. I believe in you, Foggy. Please. I could not find the audio for the life of me. I don't know where this audio tab went. You just did? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Foggy. I don't know what you had to change. Thank you for saving our ears, Foggy. I should not be allowed for 1 bit. Should not be allowed for 1 bit. But yeah, Scales, I am tempted. If I had a way to add it myself, I would definitely add a ball toggle. However, I don't have access. I just dropped something. I don't have access to I don't have access to my model's rigging file, nor do I know a way to change it by myself. I mean, like, technically I have the final rigged file, I don't know how to add anything, so it might not work. Plus, I don't think my head would look very good without the hair on it. I wish my model / ours to rigger to reshape parts of my model to allow it. I would go back through, however, I came really, and I mean really expensive.
Aerial tramway emoji.
God damn it!
Aerial tramway emoji.
No!
Aerial tramway emoji.
No! Thank you, Foggy. Cost about 30? 30 is not very bad, actually. To add that, that's not bad. I have a feeling, though, because my artist, I don't know if my artist that I had to do my model is still active in terms of this. My artist might not be active. I swear, thank God it's not talking. No! We're not doing aerial. No aerial trams. No aerial trams. I'm trying to complete a sentence and it's not working. Yeah, my model artist. I don't know if they're still active, so I don't think my head would be able to be reshaped. But possible my rigger might be able to do it, but I don't know how much it would cost. I'd assume it'd be expensive. Because if I was gonna do that, I'd probably also ask my rigger if I could get my arms to not do this.
Good job, Foggy. We're back to pay to win.
So if I could like you see how the arms do like weird things and the fan favorite finger wiggle? I might ask to get rid of the arm wiggle and the finger wiggle. But yeah, that's the main thing. Where did OBS go? There it is. That's the main thing. Like I wouldn't just ask for that. I'd probably also ask for other toggles would be the thing. Someone help, please. How much I got lag? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much it is. I'm sorry. I apologize if it was my fault for the lag. I'm not sure how much it would cost because like I got a really smoking deal on my model. For rigging, I only had to pay $450 for the original rig, but I know my rigger got a lot more commissions and has increased their price a lot. So I think now if I wanted the same rigging done, it would be around 2 to 3 grand. So I don't know how much it'd be just for them to go in and change, like add the bulb toggle and otherwise, which is why I haven't contacted anyone, because it's expensive.
This is a test.
Okay, I'm glad it's a test. I'm glad it's a test. Thank you for testing, Foggy. But yeah, I'm not sure how much it would cost. I genuinely don't know. Didn't even use bits. Okay. I was about to say thank you, and then I realized it didn't pop up in chat. I caught myself. Foggy. I caught myself. Yeah. Let me take a drink really quick. It's understandable, Matt. Thank you for the bit, though. I don't think anyone knew that it would cause the issues that it did. The aerial tramway emoji. It doesn't need... No. I also want to know what... I also want to know what caused the, TTS to want to read that out loud so many times when other emojis aren't read out loud like that. Curious. Very curious why the aerial tramway emoji was different. Also curious as to why that was related to eating wings after that. We don't need that. We don't need it. We don't need it. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about finals. I have a feeling no one cares about my finance final. That test, I was so proud. I saved that one for last because it was the best one. I did so well on that one. I actually studied for it. I was a good student and I studied for it and it was great. Dark, you don't see, do you, Dark? You don't see that it costs more than 1 bit. Foggy is manning the TTS system and guarding it with his life. The One Piece is real? What do you mean the One Piece? VCat, where did One Piece come from? Let me take the drink. Thank you, Dot. Where did what? Where did One Piece come from? Just out of curiosity. Where did that come from? You know, I should probably actually know better than to question anything that VCat says at this point. I was freed for the 3rd time. What does that have? Is that a thing that happens in One Piece? Is it? Shadow, don't do it. The cat doesn't deserve it. The cat doesn't deserve it this time. No, Shadow! VCat didn't need to be timed out again. Rest in peace, VCat. Rest in peace, VCat. You will be freed in 2 minutes. Rest in peace. Rest in pieces at this point. I don't think VCat's gonna get a break. I'm chewing on like a kebab stick? Like the bamboo kebab sticks? Oh wait, that's what I made Shadow Milk's staff out of. That's what I used as the stick thing. It was a kebab stick. I don't know. It sounds so weird to say out loud. That's what I made it. I feel like it's the perfect opportunity to show my Shadow Milk plushie again. Look, he's so skinny and dumb looking. There's no need to apologize, Matt. I understand.
I'm sorry for doing that.
It's fine, Matt. It's fine. Just don't do it again and we're fine. But yeah, see, the little stick thing for his wand, that was a kebab stick. I couldn't remember what it was. It wasn't a toothpick. It looked like a toothpick from the picture. It's thicker though. No, he will not return to flower. He will not.
Get it off the screen.
But Dark, I spent so much time on it. Dark.
Foggy, how much to silence Sue?
You can't silence me, Shadow. You can't silence me. Nothing is... No, you're not silencing me. It is impossible to silence me. My throat is also trying to like crack at the moment. Let me take another drink really quick. That's why Flower's best. No! Shadow Milk is the best of the beasts so far. I like Eternal Sugar. Eternal Sugar second. And then probably Mystic Flower, then Burning Spice, and I don't know about Silent Salt. We'll see when they release. But Shadow Milk, look, okay, there's one part that I'm really proud of with this, and I'm gonna keep showing this because I'm the Soul Jam. I'm really freaking proud of my job doing this Soul Jam. It is so tiny. Like, you don't understand how small this plush is. Actually, it's not as small as it could be, I guess. It's like the size of my hand, but holy crap, Scales! Thank you
or something else.
Thank you so much, Scales! Oh my god!
She's like a mommy version of Thanos.
Ignoring the fact that that's what Dark said afterwards. Okay. Thank you so much, Scales. Oh, okay. Well, now I need to go and see if I can get that bold toggle. Okay, wait, I wasn't able to hear the text-to-speech. Let me go through, let me read what the text-to-speech that came with it was. It was so quick, I just dropped something again. Let me read that really quick because I need to know what was said. It is very important to know what was said. And oh my god, thank you, Scales. Okay, one second, let me... Egg fund or something else. I'll try and put it towards a bald toggle. I will definitely put it towards a bald toggle. I'll reach out to my rigger and see if I can, make some kind of deal to get a few more toggles, and I will add that to the fund. I just found it. I didn't have Stream Elements open. Normally I... Gonna be honest, sometimes I forget I have Stream Elements. I just realized I also dropped a whole bunch of stuff. I lost the clip that I was playing with in my hand at the moment, but I found Black Sapphire's wing that fell on the ground, so that's one thing. But it'll probably definitely go for that. I just realized no one cares about my fancy little felt soul jam for Shadow Milk, so let me just do no more. Here we go. That's why I manage Stream Elements. I do stuff. I also realized that I said I like that, and I was about to finish the quote. I was about to quote the Minecraft movie, and that wasn't right. One second, let me get up really quick. Let me fulfill the stretch. I found the clip. I just stepped on the clip. Oh, okay, that was painful. Let me get the clip. There we go. Alright. Let's see. We're not quoting Shadow Milk! Hey, at least we're quoting the right cookie this time. Let's go back. Let's go to the side. Let's go to the other side. I know this is not like real stretching, but it makes my back pop, and that's enough, right? I don't want to bend down and touch my toes. That's, no, thank you. I stretched. Was it perfect stretching? No. Can you really tell? I mean, you can kind of see like my model going side to side and stuff, but I apologize, you cannot see the full extent of the stretching. Let me take the drink. Thank you, Dot. Was it a speed thing? Was it too fast? I feel like that's the problem. I don't know why it was having issues before and why it's so much faster than everything else. But hopefully, thank you for fixing it, Foggy. Thank you for manning my Stream Elements. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I just realized that as I said that, I immediately, like, right after, tried to start touching all the pieces, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not in a 3D model, you can't see me actually going through the motions. What did you just type out, VCat? I am not reading it. I'm not reading all of that, VCat. No, poor VCat's getting timed out again. Is this the 5th time now? Rest in peace, VCat. Rest in peace. I salute you. Whenever it is that you end up getting kicked, or whatever, timed out. I don't- actually, wait. I was about to try and do it myself. Stop spamming. It wasn't a spam, was it? Thank you so much for the bits, Matt!
Ty, you are being nice to all of us.
I don't know, am I being nice? You know, I kind of thought, I was just torturing you guys here. Cause like somehow, me pulling up something like, one second, let me find a good picture. Me pulling up something, where is it? Like, this makes everyone really upset. And I don't know why, but it's Cookie, and it's Big Cookie. Like, I could do this, and this is torturing. And it's... I don't know that I'm being nice if I have a picture of a cookie. But I'm glad you think I'm being nice now.
Sue, what do you mean ignore my wonderful message? Get it off the screen.
But no, it's perfect, it's perfect. It's a reward. See, Dot likes it.
No.
Yes, Dot likes it. Dot likes it. Okay, if Dot likes it, then it's gotta be perfect, right? If someone likes it, then I guess I am being nice to someone, right? Based on your guys' reaction, I think you really like this cookie. I think you, like, really like this cookie. A lot. Right? Especially since V's gun emote, right? She always says that it's shooting with love, so that just means you love Black Sapphire, right? 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 That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. No, poor Tot. Fine. Fine. I get it. No more purple cookie. I see the issue here. But you know what? You know one thing that I can do, right? It's just dark.
If you can have that cookie, I can call Mystic Flower, Mommy Flower.
Why would you want to, why would you want to do that? But you know what I can do? You know what? No. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something very happy if I can figure out how to
till kill
do
that
this.
thing.
Nothing. You cannot kill Black Sapphire Cookie. You are not allowed to touch Black Sapphire Cookie because I have power. I have power. I can put him back in and you can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it because I can redeem my own purple cookie. I can redeem my own purple cookie and no one can touch Black Sapphire Cookie and it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Why are you timing out Golden Cat? Rest in peace, VCat, for the 6th time. I also just realized Foggy's timing out VCat for 2 minutes instead of just 1 minute. Rest in peace. Well, I was not what I was expecting to be redeemed, but you know what? It's not as bad. It's not as bad as Pit Toggles. That's all I can say. But you know, we have Black Sapphire Cookie. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I mean, Pit Toggles. No, I think Pit Toggles would definitely not be great in this particular circumstance. I feel like that would be a little too much going on. We already have Black Sapphire, right? Black Sapphire's on screen. Look at him. He's I can't actually look down at him. I don't have that functionality in my eyes. But he's perfect. He's perfect. Keep killing the cat. No, do not keep hurting poor VCat. VCat does not need to be timed out. VCat didn't do anything wrong last time except state what their favorite cookie was. Let him state what his favorite cookie is. Shadow. I might need to turn off the timeout redeem. You guys, stop abusing one person with the timeout redeem. Spread the love with the timeout redeem, okay? Let other people experience the wonders of being timed out. Like, you know, anyone, like anyone else. Like, you can't say Foggy, but keep it? Wait, keep what? What should I keep? Oh, the timeout redeem? Can you Wait, who did Shadow time out? Wait, why did Shadow get timed out in the first place? Wait. Showing them love in a different way? I don't think that showing love to VCat is timing them out. You know what? To each their own. To each their own. That's all I can say. To each their own. And you know what that means? You know what that means? To show love to you guys. Me just, We have Black Sapphire Cookie. He disappeared off my shoulder and he jumped over here. I'll just keep showing him. I'll just keep showing him if that's what it takes. And that's all it takes. Because he makes me happy. And that's perfect. And... Okay, note to self, you don't like him. I get it. I get it. You don't... The 50 clipboard. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're free. I'm not free. Thank you for the bits, Dark.
Moomy Flower, Mommy Flower, Mommy Flower.
I don't know who your favorite cookie is, Dark. I genuinely don't know who your favorite cookie is. You know, I think your favorite cookie is, I was about to find a I was about to drag the first picture of a cookie I found. And the first picture of a cookie that I saw was Mystic Flower. And, I don't think I should drag that one onto the screen. I don't think you guys I don't think you deserve Mystic Flower. No. No, why are you cheering, Dark? I'm not showing Mystic Flower. There's no reason to show Mystic Flower, right? Because we've already timed out, or wait. Who do you want to time out, Scales? There's no reason to show Mystic Flower. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. You know what? You know what? Fine. Wait, do I have a picture of Golden Cheese? I used to have a picture. I do have a picture here, VCat. I'll show you a picture of Golden Cheese. I have a really big picture of golden cheese for some reason. Look, there's golden cheese. There you go. You have your 2 seconds of happiness, right? You have your 2 seconds of happiness. And then right now, no more golden cheese. Milky Way cookie. I don't have a picture of Milky Way saved. The only reason I have a picture of golden cheese is because I used it for a video a while ago. Long while ago. And then I also have a picture of Mystic Flower because I was told to put it on stream a few streams ago. And I did it. And I just realized that Swin is the person who wanted to see that. So I now see that there are multiple Mystic Flower fans that I know. And time out Bob, the Twitch account Bob. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, Foggy. If you can. Just, I'm sure there's a Twitch account named Bob, right? Right? Try it. Try it, Foggy. Try it. Just... I believe in you, Foggy. I believe in you. I don't know how the timeout command works in the first place. This is why you get mods in the first place, because then you know what's going on, and I... Fine. Fine. Dark. Fine. Take Mystic Flower. Here you go. You got Mystic Flower. You got a second with Mystic Flower. You got a second with Mystic Flower. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right? And I gave you a very, very long second. There you go. Mystic Flower's gone. Mystic Flower's gone. Everyone's happy for you, Dark. Congratulations. Congratulations. Keep telling her to fix that. Timeout would even be cool if, someone who isn't in chat.
Woo.
Can you time out someone that isn't in chat? Also timeout would be cool if you required a text engine. Yeah, okay, wait, I can fix that. I can fix that really quick. Let me do that. I can do that. I thought I already did that, and now I'm realizing that I didn't. So, where is it? Timeout, timeout, timeout would be towards the top. Timeout a user. Go through. Require text entries. Save. Oh, I probably just didn't save it last. There we go. There we go. I fixed it. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's all good. We're good. Can I get non-awakened golden cheese? I don't think that
Foggy is abusing his power by timing me out.
Thank you so much for the dono. Foggy, how about you not time people out? How about you not time people out? But thank you for the $1, Shadow. How about you untime out Shadow? How about Shadow not be timed out? And I think did Shadow even have a reason to be? I won't remove the time. I mean, you won't remove the timeout. Here, I'll fix, we will have the wonderful segment of me trying to figure out how the hell to undo a timeout. How do I undo a timeout? Is it, oh, wait, where do I go to remove timeouts? Slash untimeout? Oh, that is untimeout. Okay, I see. I can do that in the future. I can do that. That is within my skill range, I believe, hopefully. I understand. I see it. I see it. I see it. I understand how to time people. I just hit my mic with my knee. That was very talented. I understand how to time people out. I just don't understand how to untime people out. Unless I lose the time. You will not lose it out. You will not lose it. You won't lose it. You won't lose it. You definitely won't lose it, Sky. Or, yeah, Scale, sorry. My brain looked down at the Skylanders on my desk, and my thought process was, oh, I should talk about Skylanders some more. And then I read your message. My brain is struggling right now. I also just dropped something again. And there we go. But yeah, yeah, you won't lose it. If we ever can't perform something, maybe that was the problem. Maybe I read the wrong part of your name while also talking about whatever. I don't know what the problem was. I don't know what the problem is. Golden cheese. I'm not grabbing any pictures of cookies I don't already have. I have a picture of Candy Apple Cookie. I have a picture of Elderfairy and Stardust. I have a random picture of Lucario. You want the picture of Lucario? We have the picture of Lucario here. That's a cookie, right? This works, right? Black Sapphire? We do need Black Sapphire, don't we? You want Black Sapphire, Dot? Here, we can have Black Sapphire Cookie, right? It's perfect. It's perfect. Hey, I already had a picture and it was said, so yeah. I don't have a picture of Black Forest cookie, I don't think. I'm looking. What is this picture? I have a picture of Crimson Coral cookie, that's random. What else do I have? I have a picture of Capsation. Burnt cheese. I don't have a picture of Stardust? Stardust cookie. Stardust cookie. Like, I have random cookies. I have random cookies. But I don't have Black Forest cookie. Burnt cheese. Okay, I'm not just showing pictures of cookies now. Okay, fine. Burnt cheese. Last cookie. Okay, burnt cheese cookie. Last cookie. Okay, well now there's a black sapphire on my shoulder, but that's unimportant. It's not important. That one's attached, right? That one's attached. That one's not going anywhere. Nowhere at all. That one's staying. Here. Anyway, I think trying to get off the cookie topic. We already figured out that on Wednesday we're gonna try to find a way for me to play my Smarter Than a Fifth Grader in some way, shape, or form. I feel like that'd be a fun stream. So that's what we're doing for Wednesday. What do you guys want to do for Saturday? I can't do Skylanders because that requires too much of a takedown time. I believe I'm leaving for Disney right after stream. So, one thing. I'll let you guys pick a few things and then we can do a poll for what we're going to do on Saturday. I feel like that's the most important. Again, we can't do Skylanders purely because I don't have enough time to set up the well, I have enough time to set up the Skylanders. I just don't have enough time to take down the Skylanders before I have to leave. How about not chain together? I don't know about chain together. Preferably a game that's single player. Preferably a single player game, personally. But I guess if you guys really want Helldivers 2, we can do HD2. It just depends. If you guys have any other options, feel free to list them. We have the rest of stream to decide. Roblox? Roblox is we have not played Roblox in a while. I might really like Bendy, but I don't know that I would be very good at playing Bendy. I don't know about Bendy. I don't know about Bendy. I also don't own Bendy is the problem. Plus that's also a horror game. And I'm very strict when it comes to horror games because I'm bad at horror games. She's always at Disneyland. Cyril's home address must be Main Street, USA. How did you guess? How did Scales, don't dox me. Don't dox me, Scales. How dare you dox me like this? This feels like betrayal. I can't. How could you? How could you? That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not right. It's not right. Also, okay, I don't go to Disney that often. I have not been to Disney since, you know, February? March? Wait, March? Late February? It was either late February or early March. I actually can't remember. Oh wait, it's actually the top of Space Mountain. Hey. No, my home was at the, in the middle of Splash Mountain, and then they renovated it, and I got evicted. That's where my home was. Rest in peace, Splash Mountain. But yeah, that's why we need specific shortish stream that we can do on Saturday that is decent to be ended at a flat 2-hour mark so that I can not fail. So I guess we have two options that are viable right now. We have Helldivers 2 and we have what's it called? We have Roblox, which would be a variety game, kind of more along the lines. I'd probably start with like Creatures of Sonaria and then move on to whatever people would like to see. Supermarket Together. I don't know about Supermarket Together. I haven't tried it. I feel like new games would require a day that I could possibly extend if I'd like to. Move to Japan and live in Splash Mountain again. That's true! They do still have Splash Mountain. They might not for a while, but like in a while, but they do now. That's true. I really want to visit Tokyo, Japan. Both Disney Sea and the normal one. I think my family has plans to attempt to visit at the end of college. So next year, possibly, maybe, I might get to go to Japan. Possibly. It's really up in the air, but there is a possibility. I may at one point in my life get to go to Tokyo, Japan to see Disney and Disney Sea. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm hoping that while we're there, I also get to go see like the Nintendo store and stuff, because there's stuff I want to see. Don't bother with Roblox Grow a Garden. It's basically Farmville, but Roblox, but wait timers. Ooh. If I was gonna play a farming game on Roblox, what is, God, wait, I need to look this up. What is this game called? There was one that was really good. That was, it was good. There was timers, but it was like growing for the crops. But it was, what is it called? I can't remember. Please tell me I liked it, because I genuinely can't remember the name of this game, but I know I played it a lot. Favorites. Yeah, look in the favorites. What is this game called? Please don't mind the fact that I just had this up and ready to open. Farming and Friends. If you want a good Roblox game, Farming and Friends is a really good Roblox game. It's really decently made. And once you get far enough in, you can just get the cocoa seeds and you just relax in the game as it refills. It's good. Farming and Friends is fun. I would recommend that one. If I was gonna do a farming game, it would be that one. Plus you can have other people work on your farm and it works well. Bee Swarm has, I never was a fan of Bee Swarm. I personally never was a fan of Bee Swarm. But yeah. Yeah, personally not a huge fan. But to each their own. To each their own. All Roblox and yeah, it'd be variety. We wouldn't probably stick the entire stream on one game unless it was going really well and people really liked it. We'd probably play multiple. If I had to guess, it'd be multiple. Got like 35 into Bee Swarm and the bed Bee Swarm and then quit. Bee Swarm was one of the best of a bad game genre. Okay, I wasn't a fan. It was too tedious for me. It was too grinding heavy. I see why people macroed that game. That's why I stick to, you know, Creatures of Sonaria, because it's fun and I can make costumes in there and I like the survival aspect. Like, either I can just sit and enjoy and hang out with people, or I can go around and murder people. Like, I can, on a dime, just switch between what I want to do. That's why I like that game. Also very slow and hard to get into the economy in that game, but as someone who's been in the game for a long time and had a lot of assets, it's good. If you need a macro, why even? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, macroing, if you don't personally need a macro, but it's possible to macro, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. That's not important. We don't need to talk about when I macroed on drone defense. I only did that because I enjoyed the game as it was, and I wanted to be the top of the leaderboard before macroing was banned in that game. So then, like, I just do it. Like, if I want to get to the top of something and it's possible, I will do it. Like, I used to macro Creatures of Sonaria. I would have 5 instances of Roblox open on my computer overnight and get a couple grand in that game, and then go into the trade realm and, you know, get some units. As a content creator in related games, I have 10 copies of content creature, of the content wait. Oh wait, you're a content creator for, the Sonar Studios? That's cool. I wanted to apply for that, but then I realized I don't make enough Roblox content. I'm only missing one of the what's it called things. Yeah. I'm only missing one of the role exclusive creatures in that game, and that's I'm just missing the translator creature. I spent all of my money getting Somnia, the dev creature. That's all I have. Like, that's all. Why did I say that's all I have? That's all I spent my money on. I have the tester one. I've had Ares, the content creator one, since it came out, like right after beta. I have the mod one, and I just got the developer one. So yeah, I'm only missing Oa for the other one. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me also take a drink really quick. What ad did you get, Skittles? Now I'm curious. Still didn't notice. I did notice the sound. I just didn't comment. I'm really happy. I really want to know too if anyone knows what that is. A lot of lore today? Wait, what do you mean a lot of lore? Also, yeah, welcome in. I just realized I just dropped the picture of my, never mind. I was fiddling with a piece of felt on my desk and I just dropped it and it's on the ground, but oh well, it's not important. Let me ignore that. It was a phone carrier company also, as for my timeout. Oh, you can still time someone out. I forgot that you were still owed the timeout scales. Hopefully, sucked in another hair. I hate having long hair. Okay. Yeah, hopefully Foggy remembers. Hopefully Foggy remembers. Anyway, what was I trying to say? I was trying to say something. There was something that was happening we were talking about Roblox. We were talking about Creatures of Scenario. That's what we were talking about. Yeah. I'm broke in that game. I think I may have 10 grand to my name in that game now, because I spent 500k on the dev creature, and yeah. Yeah. The only other game I've played, I apologize for anyone who doesn't know about Roblox. The only other game I played by Sonar Studios is Dragon Adventures. I used to be really into Dragon Adventures. Like, for like the first before the first season, through about the 6th season, I think, I was really into Dragon Adventures. And then I stopped playing Dragon Adventures. What game are we talking about? We're talking about... At the moment, we are talking about Roblox games. We were talking about Creatures of Scenario on Roblox. And then we're kind of just going around like various topics. Just a second ago, we were talking about Cookie Run Kingdom. Before that, we were talking about my finals. Like, topics are bouncing all over the place right now. Do some DA content? I might need to check it out. I don't know what's been happening in Dragon Adventures for... I don't know. When the first guild battle came out, or like guild war came out, whatever, I struggled. I struggled, and I really wanted the dragon that came with it, and I chose the red team. I was on the red team, and we were losing, and then I got out of the game as fast as possible. The only positive that I have in that game is that I own 3 of the first season dragon creatures. That's the only thing I have. Cookie Run Kingdom, I heard the fandom is scary because of the fan art. Okay, there's a lot of weird people in Cookie Run Kingdom. There are a lot of weird people, but I think that can be said for every fandom. From my experience, briefly touching into the Cookie Run fandom, at least for Kingdom, it's pretty normal compared to other things. Like, I'm in a lot of weird... I'm not really in the fandoms, but I've seen a lot of weird fandoms. Like, apologies if this makes anyone upset. I am a fan of, like, Has-Been Hotel. I've watched Vivzy Pop's work since I was in middle school and she was doing thesis films in college. Like, that I've been watching for a long time. You're timing yourself out, Scales. See ya! Thank you for stopping by, chatting in the raid and the donation. But see ya, Scales! I touched the My Hero fandom and got... Yeah. The My Hero fandom is something. The Has-Been fandom has a good side and a bad side. The good side shows up at the conventions. Like, the Has-Been and Helluva, whatever fandoms were very, very positive at, like, Level Up Expo. It was great. The Murder Drones fandom is iffy. They were great at Level Up Expo. That's about all I know that fandom for. And they have a lot of cool animations. But that's about it. There's cool parts and there's bad parts of every fandom. Like, I don't actually know much about the My Hero fandom, but I'm sure there's a good aspect. I'm sure there's a good aspect. I forgot the name of my friend saw Alistair's voice actor and was so jealous at Level Up or somewhere else thought. Because I got to... Actually, he wasn't at Level Up this year. He was at Level Up last year. I didn't wait for his line last year, but he was there last year. And it was exciting. I had fun. I like Level Up. I like Level Up a lot. What VCAT? What VCAT? Somewhere he was in Texas though? Yeah, I know they go to a lot of cons. The My Hero is something. Alright, so what I'm hearing is don't do it. I wouldn't have known, okay? I wouldn't have known. We don't know. Cause like, I traveled to go to Level Up Expo. People go to expos all the time to, like, they just travel. They go distances. So I wouldn't know. You say it's in Texas, they probably showed up in Texas. I don't know. I do count as weird in the Cookie Run fandom. I don't think so. I mean, you're just weird in general, VCat. That's positive. It's positive. Yeah, see? Dark had the same reaction. The fact we had the same thought. The fact that thoughts were the same. We're on the same wavelength. This is not Wednesday stream, by the way. This poll is for Saturday stream. This poll is for Saturday stream. Again, the poll is for Saturday, not Wednesday. Wednesday, we're gonna try and see if I can find a way to do what's it called? Yeah, for words. Am I smarter than a 5th grader? In some way, shape, or form, I'm gonna figure out a way to try and do that on stream. If I cannot figure it out, it'll be an emergency just chatting stream. But I should be able to figure it out. I think we have enough enough thingies that we can figure it out. Thank you for the sub, Vex. Let me take a drink really quick again. I'm about to do a confession stream? I'm not about to. Wait, what do you mean a confession stream? Wait, what do you mean confessing that I'm dumber than a 5th grader? Probably. If that's what you mean by that, the answer is probably. If not, I'm not sure. Timeout sub. VCat, what is that message in the timeout? Confess that you're a priest and a confession booth. I don't know what I have to confess is the problem. I don't know what to confess, if that's what's going on. It is an interesting idea. I don't think I'd have enough to confess to, because I'm kind of an open book when it comes to things. So like, what am I supposed to confess? Oh yes, priest, forgive me for my sins, but I am obsessed with a purple cookie from the game Cookie Run Kingdom. Priest, forgive me for my sin, please. The problem with that is everyone already knows. The problem is that everyone already knows. That's the problem. I mean, like, we confess to you. Oh. I mean, I was backwards with that. Welcome in, life. Welcome in, welcome in. That is, you know, would you guys like to change it to that? Would you guys like to try and do that? We can do a sample. As long as it all follows my stream guidelines and is not weird and does not dox yourself. I'm all for it. Also, can we please break this tie? Can we please break the tie? Preferably not supermarket together, only because I haven't played it yet and I don't think that would be a very good stream for something. Said break the tie, guys, not make it a 3-way tie. Why is it a 3-way tie now? Guys, you know, if it ends with a tie, it ends with the game I didn't want to do. Okay. Okay. Want to hear a joke? You know what? Fine. Yeah, sorry. I'm like all over the place right now. Yes, I will hear a joke, Life. What is the joke that you would like to share? Please don't be a bad joke. I need a good joke right now. What would you like to do? Weird is good, just make sure they're funny and weird. Yeah, don't make them weird as in like something that you would not want to listen to. That's the one thing we don't want to hear. We can try. Would you guys like to do a sample right now? If anyone, we could do it. Unless you want it to be anonymous or anonymous. There's the word. Who wants to be anonymous? I could do a poll and you know, I'm tempted to have that like for the start or something and a part of another just chatting stream. We could do that. I might steal that. I'm gonna steal that idea. Now that you mentioned it, that sounds, yeah. Anonymous and use Google Forms? Yeah. Okay, and then am I supposed to screen? I need to screen them beforehand, don't I? I'll screen them. I'll just briefly to make sure that no one's doxing themselves and no one's saying anything. Yeah. We'll do that. I'll do that. That sounds like a good, okay, I'm stealing that idea. Hey, I know we just did the vote with Supermarket together. It just said Wednesday. It said Wednesday. It did say Wednesday. So can we just push that to like next Wednesday? Can we do the confession thing? Can we do the confession thing on Saturday? Can we? Wait, what'd you say, Dark? Make it anonymous? Yeah. It will be. Like, I'll just do it the exact same way that I did the, yeah, next Wednesday. We'll do Supermarket together next Wednesday. Not the coming Wednesday, the Wednesday after. That's what we'll do. Confession would be better for Saturday since it's on. Yeah. We'll do the confession thing. What I'm gonna do is in my Discord server. Thank you for the suggestion. I like the suggestion. Procrastination isn't good. Procrastination isn't good. But it's necessary sometimes. Anyway, let me finish my thought really quick. For the confession thing, the same way that I did for the 12-hour stream idea suggestion stuff, I'm going to post in my announcements channel, or announcement channel in my Discord server. I will post a link to a Google form. It will be completely anonymous. You may still have to log into Google. I cannot see your email address. I cannot see anything about like what who you are. Take that as you will. I will be screening everything that comes in as a response before it goes up. So if you post anything that's not allowed to be said on screen or that should not be read at all, note I will read it and it will be deleted. And it will not show up. Vex, we had some issues with 1-bit chats. It got raised a little bit. And I'm not a scatterbrain, okay? Yeah, don't dox yourself. Follow normal etiquette online. Be normal in there. Be normal in there. And everything will be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everything will be fine. Everything will be good. No, we don't need the aerial tramway emoji. We had enough trauma with that before. I went to a beekeeper to get 12 bees and they gave me 13 and he said it was a free bee. No. I like that pun. I like that pun. I like that pun a lot. Do you want me to mod your confession stream on my birthday instead of something normal? Wait. Milk, you don't need to show up for that. If it's your birthday, don't show up.
To have a mod screen it for you.
Thank you for the follow life. Wait, Milk, is your birthday Saturday or is your birthday on Wednesday? If your birthday's Saturday, just enjoy your birthday. You don't need to be here. No, we don't need the aerial tramway emoji. We had enough of that before, guys. We don't need the aerial tramway. Saturday, yeah, just enjoy your birthday off. We have Foggy. Foggy. We're good with just Foggy. It's not free speech.
Sue put a price on free speech.
It's not free speech. It's not free speech. That's the problem, Vex. It's not free speech. All right, guys, the aerial. We're not going anywhere with the aerial tramways. We don't need them. We don't need them. We don't. Wait, Foggy. Do you still have that pyramid thing? Could they still technically build a pyramid out of aerial tramways and the bot recognize it? Is that something that could be done? Okay. Show Shadow Milk's horse. I'm not showing the Shadow Milk horse. VCat, no one needs to see the Shadow Milk horse at all. No one needs to see that picture. I'll turn on Black Sapphire Cookie again. That's gotta be worth something, right? That's gotta be something, some way, then more you know, guys, try and build a pyramid. Build a pyramid out of trams. Start with 1, then go to 2, then 3, then 4, and then back down 3, 2, 1. Do that. Try that. I'm giving you guys a mission. I believe in you guys. Anything in between and it won't work. But if you guys can get the bot to trigger, I'll give you guys a surprise. But you guys only have until the hour mark, okay? Because, yeah, you only have until the hour mark. Again, there can't be, yeah, it has to be unbroken. I believe in you guys. You have a question? What's your question, Random? As they struggle to build the pyramid. I mean, the chat's ending anyway. You know, the chat, it'll end anyway on the hour. So, just letting you know, I'm feeling very chatty. Are you feeling very chatty, Vex? Are you? Never break chains, always break chains. Always, you know? How I mean, I'm not an SUV, but you know, I'm feeling great. Vex. How many bullets would it take to terrorize an entire Let's not ask that question. Let's not go down that route. Let's not. Let's not go that route. Dot almost got it. Wait, Dot almost got it. It was very close. It was very, very close. You know, you're actually getting close, guys. If you could do that. Do I like hot dogs? I don't mind. I don't mind hot dogs. You know, honestly, behind burgers, it is like an American staple. And you know, a hot dog is a burger, and I like burgers, therefore, perfect. Perfect. I like hot dogs. I like hot dogs. I know they're made weirdly. I don't care. They taste fine. Burgers are the best. Burgers are the best. Burger Logic? You want Burger Logic? Vex, you want burger? There's people here that have not heard my Burger Logic. We need to explain Burger Logic. Burger Logic is something that is needed here, okay? Absolutely needed. I think that this will actually allow people to make the tram pyramid that everyone's always wanted. All right, Burger Logic. For those who do not know, I know some of you guys here have heard it before and heard it many times. Yes, you heard right. Burger Logic. Okay, so as you know, what I want to explain is that everything is a burger. What is a burger made out of? That's right, in its bare fundamentals, it is made out of a bread. It is made out of bread, like bun, and patty, aka bread and meat. That is a burger. It doesn't matter what kind of meat, because in some cases, people count a chicken sandwich as a burger. Depending on where you are in the world, it's called a burger. But also beef is called a burger. But if both of those are burgers, why not make pork burgers? Why not make other kind of burgers? So technically anything with a bun and bread is a burger. So like a hot dog, what is that? That's right, most people make it out of bread and meat. Therefore, a hot dog is a burger. Also, what is a bun, basically? A bun is made out of flour. What else is made out of flours? Tortillas. So, in that case, what is a taco? That's right, because it's flour, tortilla, and meat. A taco is a burger, or burritos are burgers. Everything is a burger, right? You see where this is going. You see where this is going. That extends, because, you know, there's also lettuce wrap. I just hit my pop filter on my mic. Oops. There's also lettuce wrapped burgers, which is just vegetable and meat. AKA, that is a burger. It didn't activate. What didn't activate? Wait, what? There's a timeout. That's all I see. Anyway, everything is a burger, because if there's lettuce, right, for lettuce wrapped burgers plus meat, that's a burger. But that means that if you have, I don't remember what my analogy was for that one. Let's skip that one. But you know, there's also veggie burgers. So basically lettuce plus a vegetable equals a burger, aka lettuce and lettuce equals a burger. You know what that means? A salad is a burger. I kind of messed up my burger logic before, but I'm getting there, right? Everything is a burger if you think about it. It goes all the way as far as to say that the ocean is a burger. You know why? Because the ocean contains both plants and meat. So, therefore, the ocean is a burger. I conclude my case. There's the brief summary of Burger Logic. Have fun, enjoy. Good. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was all perfect. Oh god, is VCat about to... It needs to be one bigger. It needs to be one bigger. It needs to be one larger for the bot to trigger it. It needs to be one larger. It was just barely not large enough. It needs to have 4 in the middle, I believe, for it to trigger. Let's see if it'll work. Why is the chat so... 3? Oh, wait, so should it have triggered and it just... Did you get rid of it, Foggy? It should have triggered it. They did it properly. Why is it not... Wait, why was it not... Okay, they did actually make the pyramid. They did make the pyramid. Someone else ended it. It has to be the same user. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Sorry. Sorry, VCat. Let's see, can Dot do it? Dot cannot do it. Vex has interrupted, I believe. Oh, shucks. Well, you're almost there. VCat, that's not very nice. That's not very nice, VCat. Anyway, you guys have 9 more minutes. You guys have 9 more minutes to try, right? You guys have 9 more minutes. you know, you get a surprise. You get a surprise, right? You get a surprise if you actually complete it and the bot recognizes it. That being said, I don't know what else. I already talked about burger logic. No one actually seemed to enjoy my burger logic this time, so that was sad. But fine, I understand. No one needs to know my burger logic except for me. That's okay, because I like burger logic. And burger logic makes me happy. What else? I almost just unplugged my internet. That would, let me just not kick that cord again. Okay, let's not unplug the internet. That'd be really great, right? Like, hey, you guys get a surprise for completing it. I just kick the internet box and my internet unplugs and my stream crashes. That'd be a perfect surprise, right? I feel... Not that that actually hasn't happened before, but you know, I've only accidentally done that once. Wait, actually, give me 1 second. Let me lean over my computer and make sure that I wasn't accidentally kicking that cord. I don't know what cord I was kicking, and that's what's scaring me. Is this? What cord is this? Hello? I don't even know what that cord is. There's a lot of cords that I don't remember ever seeing before. And they're all just there, so let's ignore that. Oh, God. VCat, is this your 8th timeout? 7th timeout? How many times? English, please come to me. How many times have you timed out VCat now? That is what I want to know. Rest in peace, VCat. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Not enough? I feel like it has been enough. This feels like torture. I know at some points you said that you were sharing the love with this. I don't think you're sharing the love with this anymore. I don't think that that's something that's, normal. Right? I really don't. You know? You guys are also running out of time for that. I feel like you guys gave up on the pyramid. Like, Dot's still trying for the pyramid. VCat's timed out, so he can't try for the pyramid. But, you know, rest in peace, little pyramid train. You will not go in vain. 8 times in total? Yeah, fair. He's bullying me. He is. You just gotta be faster. You gotta be faster than Vex. If you're not faster than Vex, then you're almost there. You're almost there. 1 too big. Stick with 3. Stick with 3. We found out the only reason 3 didn't work was because it was ended by the wrong person. It has to be started and finished by the same person. Fast it doesn't send. Oh, rest in peace. Getting hot dogs? Do you like... Didn't you already ask if I like hot dogs? I do like hot dogs. Hopefully you have a good meal with your hot dogs, Matt. Hopefully you have fun with the hot dogs. That sounded really wrong. Hopefully you have a good meal and have fun at your meal. That is the words that I was trying to say. Foggy, that was the... Foggy was able to do it. But hey, Dot showed you how it was done, right? And then you mess up Dark's. I feel this is brutal. This is brutal, right? You messed up your own thing, Dark. Dark. That's not how that works. Can VCat do it? Nope, Dark cannot do it. Clip that? Wait, clip what part? There's a lot of things to clip. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing to clip. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'd also... You guys are also not doing very well with this pyramid thing. Foggy was able to do it, but... This doesn't even look like a pyramid anymore. This looks like a bad heart rate monitor or something. The aerial tramway emoji, no. VCat almost did it. VCat was 1 off. Can Dark do it? Dark has 2 more. Is Dark about to... It was completed by the wrong person. Can Shadow do it? Is it? Nope. Vex is killing Shadow's attempt. What's going on? Can we do it? Hello, Togi. Welcome in. Welcome in. Are you enjoying people try and make a pyramid out of the aerial tramway emoji? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Togi, I didn't do anything. Believe me, I did not do anything. I did not do anything. You know what? Here, Togi, look. Looky. Black Sapphire has hair. Black Sapphire has hair. He has hair. Togi, Black Sapphire has hair. Look at it. Look at it. What do you mean bad? Foggy, what do you mean bad? He has hair. He has hair. It's hair. It's existing. It's existing. See? Also, VCat, you were very close to making it. Looky. Where is my cookie? No! What the Shadow Milk quotes? It's too late for Shadow Milk quotes. Actually, you know what? No, we can go back. We can go back to the other one, right? We can go back to this. Wait. Ba-da-ba-da. Shadow Milk. Shadow Milk. Shadow Milk. I'm getting rock. Damn it! I knew that was coming, Togi. The problem. Okay. So to explain to everyone, I sent a picture, right? I didn't mean to double click that. I sent the picture of Shadow Milk, right? Finished Shadow Milk. I sent it to Togi, and Togi's like, I want my favorite cookie, please. And the problem is, with Shadow Milk, I had a template to follow. I had a free template that was easy and that had a video tutorial. And I'm like, okay, I can follow instructions pretty well. And then when it came to Black Sapphire, which is the one I actually wanted to make, I looked at Black Sapphire's design and I'm like, hey, I can just get away with using the exact same body type. I can get away with using like the whole head, the head and the body, exactly the same, except I made the neck shorter. Yeah, I will. I will. Thank you for reminding me. I will send you, I'm gonna send you the video, of the Milky Way cookie one, and, you can find the template from there, I'm pretty sure. So, and it should come with video tutorial too, so you should hopefully have an easier time with that. But yeah, so the reason that I don't think that I will be able to make Togi's rye cookie, apart from the fact that it's also very time-consuming to make these cookies, is the fact that there is not a free template for rye cookie, nor do I believe in my skills to create a pattern for it. So somehow I've been able to make a pattern for Black Sapphire's hair. Like, I had to pattern that myself, but I have also been, you know, doodling Black Sapphire in class, so I kind of had a brief idea of how to draw his hair. You know, if I find you a template? Possibly. Depending on how it looks, possibly. You know, Togi... Okay. If I can find the felt and you can make a template or find a template for me, I will make you rye cookie. That is how this, I'll do that. I'll do that for you. I'll do that for you, Togi. No promises it'll be finished as fast as I'm finishing Black Sapphire, but I already back on making, cause Togi wants me to make him a cookie. Okay. Also, hello Sky, welcome in. My day's going great, thank you for asking. We are probably going to be ending soon, just because it is about at the 2-hour mark, but we'll go a little longer. You guys have 1 more minute to finish this pyramid, by the way. You just 1 minute, literally 1 minute. No, there's 1 minute left. There's 1 minute. 1 minute to finish the pyramid. You guys, I believe. Dark, I believe. Last second, nope, Vex killed it. Vex freaking killed it. The minute's still on my screen. You still have that minute. Can Shadow do it? Nope, Shadow died. Can anyone else do it? Nope. The minute's over. The minute is over. The minute is officially over. It's too late. It's too late. You can't do the pyramid. There's no special reward for the pyramid. Foggy was able to do a pyramid. It was just with the wrong thing, so no one gets to see what the special surprise was. Pyramid? They're trying... Earlier we had an issue with the aerial tramway emoji. So now it's a joke to try and make a pyramid out of it. But that is long since past. That is long since past. And I say long since, it got over it. The reward was gone now a minute ago. You guys had until the hour. You guys missed it. You guys didn't get to it. How could you do this? How could you not get the pyramid of the aerial tramway emoji? You guys came so close so many times, and yet you missed it. Congratulations. Congratulations, one and all. That's not nice, VCat. That's really not nice. But that being said, I think that comes to the end of everything that I had to talk about today. Was it Black Sapphire Cookie? What about Black Sapphire Cookie? We're talking about Black Sapphire
It's
Cookie?
so easy, how did you all fail?
Why don't you do it, Vex? Why don't you do it, Vex? Foggy was able to do it. The bot didn't recognize Foggy doing it again, but Foggy did it. Foggy did it. Anyway, to recap, we will be having 3 streams next week. The 3rd stream is dependent on weather. However, we will be having a stream on Wednesday where I'm going to attempt to try and find some way to do, Am I Smarter Than a 5th Grader? In some way, shape, or form. I want to figure it out. If anyone has a link to a game where I can do that, or anything like that, please send it to me. That would be very helpful, because I'm sure I won't remember until the day before. But if that's possible and anyone knows a good way to do that, please let me know. I will figure that out, and I will be forever appreciative. Second, we have the Saturday stream, which was recommended by, the chat.
I sent you a DM about it.
Alright, thank you, Dark. I will look at that. Yeah, okay, I have a lot of DMs. Okay, I see that now. I will have a stream on Saturday. That will be 4 hours, sorry, 4 hours earlier than normal, aka 6 hours earlier than it is right now. That is how that's going to work. And that will be, capped at 2 hours straight because I'm going to Disneyland right after. That one is, what's it called? That one's going to be I read your confessions, just chatting stream-esque thing. So AKA, I have to look at what you guys are typing. However, I will have a Google form posted tomorrow for the stream announcement. And in that form, you guys can write your confessions and it'll be 100% unanimous, not anonymous, anonymous. There we go, that's English. It'll be anonymous, and I will screen your things. However, I will be reading them on stream. That will be Saturday stream. Again, that one is capped at 2 hours. It may be shorter depending on what happens. It will be a short-ish stream, but yeah, that will be Saturday. And then Sunday will be later than normal, between 4 and 5 p.m. Pacific time, aka around right now to an hour from now on Sunday. I will attempt to stream a day of my visit to Disneyland because I want to show you guys specifically Paint the Night Parade. I know Foggy wants to see Grizzly River Run, so I will be going around Disneyland. That is what I will do. No promises that it will be a quality stream. There's internet issues around Disneyland. Obviously, I'm on my phone. It will be IRL. I will not show any part of myself. However, that is what I have planned for Sunday. Again, if it has inclement weather or anything of the like, I may not be able to stream. There are things that could happen.
You should have a mod vet the submissions, that way you are surprised by them.
I can see what I can do. I can see if I can give someone permission to look at it. Hey Foggy, hey Milk, you guys want to look through the submissions? He docks your white dad shoes. I've doxed, I've accidentally doxed my finger, singular, in front of Small World once. I accidentally had my leg get doxed on Big Thunder Mountain because the G-force happened on a corner. But it's unimportant things. Unimportant things. My face will not get shown because I electrical tape my camera so that I can use it as a blank screen. Yeah, you guys know I'm white. That's... Okay, I match my model. That's all you guys know.
GGG, I had fun.
Alright, see ya, Vex. We will be ending now anyway. So this will be the end of stream. I mentioned what we're doing next week. That will be fun. I will make that announcement tomorrow. Again, that will also come with the poll. Or, yeah, the Google form. Sorry, the Google form for things. And yeah, thank you guys for coming to today's stream. And I'll see you next time.